Hey people, what's up? It's Tony from Tony's Figs coming at you again with another video. This one, I'm just showing you what I picked up lately, most recently at Gridiron Studios. I picked up the Tumbler armored package. It's just the doors, the armored doors that go on the Hound, the Jungle Hound, and it comes with these doors for each side. Comes with the armored windshield, the visor, with, you can see there's sort of like lights underneath it. The two door missiles that I'll show you that go on the underside here. You see that? Oh shit. Let me see. Sorry, right there. The two Gatling machine guns that go on the doors. See that? See if I can shed some light on the subject. Wrong way. Just going through the lights. Let me see what's better. Okay. Oh, that's really bright, huh? Anyway, those are the Gatling cannons that go in the doors. You'll see where they go. Like, kind of sucks, huh? And then there's the two ammo belts. These two, you'll need these little structures for the doors to go into. You'll mount these on in the corners of the doors where the occupants get in. You put your figures in. I'll show you that. And then these inside are supposed to be the ammo cans that are mounted inside here. These go on the foot rails on the outside on both sides of the Hound, and you can move these. These little guys here are for any backpacks you might have, and these holes right here will remain like that until you get, I think it's the Advanced Heavy Recon, the AHR loadout. It's got the crate. Like it goes on the hood. It has the machine gun on the hood, two machine guns that go here, more belts that go with that, but I opted not to get that one yet. I just wanted the doors for my Hound, and these are those. These are the Tumbler package. So let's show you how they go on. Just get another good look at these. And these, you can put those elite loadout, the elite, what do you call them? Hang on one second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to find mine. This is the elite operator package. In mine, I'm doing some different things with it. There's just more weapons. There's actually a foam insert goes in there. It's if you have these can go on the side of your Hound. You just hook it onto the handle right there, and the bottom hook's there, and you put it on the side of your Hound, and it rolls like that. I'll show you. Just wanted to show you this, for instance. Let's see, this light might be too bright. Let me see what it looks like with it off. That might be better. Okay, so we get that out of the way. Now let's put this stuff on my Hound. Okay, again, we got these guys that go on the sides that hold your Operator Series packs, your Pelican cases. And then for another, it's already set up for other loadouts too. These go in the doors. There's your belts. There's your two doors. Your Gatling cannons, your missiles, your armored windshield for one side, because the grenade launcher comes out that, and the visor. So move this stuff to the side. Let's get the bad boy in here. Here it comes. Sorry, barely got any room here. Okay, here's my here's my Hound. Let me back up a little bit. Okay. Just for the sake of, nothing falling off or, it getting a little crazy. I'll leave the figures in there. It's just my, I think it's my custom crankcase in there, and my Glenda. I just put her head on the Marine Sniper. So let's take off the top accessory weapon. But for this to go on, your armored windshield, you need to take off all your KC lights. So just take these guys off. I love that look, and it sucks that you have to take them off, but you can always put them back on. You're gonna have to use either or. So we take this off, put it to the side. Before I do that, I'm gonna put the visor on. The visor connects to this guy, and see that slot? That's where it goes, into that crevice and that crevice. You want it to set deep in there. So what I advise you is to put it on first before you put it on the vehicle. Let's see. I want to make sure that's in there, flush, with a snap, and there you go. That's what it's going to look like. You got your internal lights here underneath the visor, and there's the armored windshield for crankcases, the driver's side. So let me try and set it up to where you can see me do this. Pardon me, and sorry, it's kind of ghetto. And let me get the grenade launcher out of the way. Raise you guys up a little bit. There, better. Okay, and right here, just gonna go on there. So if you guys can see a little bit better, make sure you line up right with the side till it gets flush there. I'll show you the other side. And see how it lines up right there on the top? You want to push that sucker in. Boom. Done. So now you can see how the crankcase is behind there, my custom, and it won't move. It snaps right in, fits right in, no loosey-goosey, nothing. So that's one part. Now, these guys, come down a little bit, is what you need for the doors to work. So this one looks like it goes for the other side. So nothing's marked L and R. You just gotta see where the angle is and see where this angle is. This thing's gonna go on your bar here. It's gonna go in this cavity right here, and you have to like stretch it out a little bit to make this thing stick in. So it's gonna go right in here. It's got a little lip right here that goes under this part. So you get right there. Let's say you're right there, and you just shove it in. Boom. Locks into place. It clears this bracket right here, and that's what you need for that door. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the door mount. So this is the passenger door. This is my Glenda side. So let's get the Gatling cannon. Goes right in there. Shove it in there with a snap. You can even take this off to make sure your little stubby comes out that hole. No pun intended. And then it's just so you can be sure it's back there and locked in pretty tight. And then this cover goes right back on. Snug. And you can spin it. So that's what the Gatling cannon looks like while it's on the door. And see right here, it's got two little slots that are for this right here, this little peg right here, and this slide right here. So what you do, you make sure it's angled both ways. Well, angled so they both fit in there. Slide it in until it stops, and that's what it looks like when it's open. Down, up. And what you could do is, before I did it, you got to make sure the missile faces forward so it's underneath. So let me try take it out first. Getting ahead of myself. See, there's I guess you could call it Mark's little dog bone thing, but you got to make sure it faces the correct way. So I'm gonna go like this, and that should be the correct way right here. The missile fits in the slot right there, and there you go. So when you turn it, it's gonna fire this way. So then you line up the slots. There it is open. There it is, down. And you see the profile here. Gatling cannon's right here. Missile will fire this way. Boom. And you can push it in so it lines up. There, she's got her door shut. Lines up pretty good. It's a little gappy, but you're going to be opening and closing this all the time. You can maneuver it and finagle it to where it's even tighter. That's what I was doing a little while ago. And it doesn't bother me. You know, boom, it's in there. It's fine. It's her door shut. Gatling cannon twists and turns. And then I guess we'll do it one whole side, right? Okay. So then you can get one of these. And these are for whatever you need. If you get the AHR loadout, these suckers will look better here. Then you can have this guy mounted here. Let's see if I can go a little bit lower. But you know what I'm saying. The handle goes here, this goes there, and you can mount this guy right there. But for the sake of this review, and this overview, whatever it is, this is for just the tumbler loadout. So the thing where these guys look the best really is it's going to be covering up my decal star. It's going to be right here on the side, snaps right in, there you go. And the reason you put it right there is the Gatling cannon has its own ammo belt feed. So it can go in here, that end, and then it feeds to the ammo can that's on the other side of this fixture right there. Now, you know, sometimes I get worried about what foliage, you're going by foliage and everything. Catching the ammo belt, you can always bend it, tuck it in there if you want. You know, Mark in his pictures has it out like that. So then there's a whole, there's one side. Go to the other side. Here, we can put Glenda's grenade launcher back in here. Let me see. There we go. Now her weapon is in there. Let's turn this bad boy around. Okay, now for crankcase's side. Let's see if I got you guys centered in his camera the right way. Yeah, and this is all I went. This is as far as I went with his other armaments. I mean, I can get the load it down crazy like I did my vamp, but for now this is all I wanted. So we'll get the fixture to make the door. This is the female. The male from the door will go in here. So again, it's going to be a tight fit, and it should be a tight fit always. Hint, hint. So then, when you're right here, it feels like it doesn't want to go, right? Remember, angle this way, angle down that way. Got it? So, and then this little cavity is going to fill in with that bar. So it's right there. Just shove it in. Boom. You're good. It's supposed to be right there. It clears him. It goes over his legs, and that's all it's going to go. And here's the male right there. It's not going to touch him at all. So, damn good engineering on Quaid's part. That's pretty badass. So let's get the missile in there before I forget again. So then here's the missile going forward, because you're going to end up like that. Line up those two, that socket or whatever you want to call that, little divot, whatever, with that one. Now you can see better, see? And then it's going to line up with the bottom one too. So there you go. You're in there. It's open. The door's open. The door's down. Open, stays there, down. And they have them only open like that, so they can fire the guns out this way, fire the missile that way. You're good. You want to close it. You just go forward with it towards crankcase or whoever you're driving, and that's it. Then you don't forget the Gatling gun goes in here, snaps in, won't let go. And I've already got the backing on that one here. And there you go. So then what's next is this fixture for only this package fits right here, doesn't hold nothing right here except your I think you can put a backpack here, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. But these are for other weapons. See how there's a hole on the other side of it right here, way up here? This is for other weapons to be put there if you want to move this. If you want the door off and have this and have Crankcase with his arm out with a weapon shooting that way. So, but for the sake of this, we put him over here. Hook it on the bottom, boom, snaps right in. And all that is for the ammo. People, I mean, there's an opening here, but that's silly. It's probably for something else. Down here is where I put the magazine. I mean, not the magazine, the ammo tray, the ammo slide. And you know what? Let me see something. It probably looks better like that. I mean, it's up to you. Oh, no, it's the same. Okay, so stick this end. Stick that tab in there. Put that tab over here for the ammo. We can simulate the ammo loading. And then that's it, man. I can put my armaments back on this bad boy. And that is it. That is my Jungle Hound with the tumbler package. I don't know if you can see that. I got no room here. So that's why I'm giving you profile shots. I'll take the camera off the stand and then show you later. But yeah, see, that's one side. It doesn't, this shit doesn't roll on this stupid table. Yeah, so anyway, and then, you know, you want him out. You just grab hold of this guy, put him out, and then you can have access to the figure. So now they have armored doors with dual Gatling cannons on the side, which is freaking awesome. So it's a little bit more loaded up. You know, like my Vamp. You guys seen my Vamp? It's crazy. Boom. These doors are awesome. I didn't get the only reason I didn't get the AHR loadout is because I don't want to cover up the decals. Here, let me see. Now I'll put the camera in my hands. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut the video off. Anyway, see, I have decals on this bad boy to simulate, you know, an off striker, or, you know, just G.I. Joe decals for your Hound. And that's, if I get that other loadout, it's going to cover this because it has a gun coming out that way. But it does have the, it does have that, it has like a jungle cover, that a thing that folds out. It comes with this too. For my Vamp, I have that. It's like a little blankie camouflage for your vehicle. So that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like from the front. I'll have pictures on Facebook and Instagram. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So now my Jungle Hound has the tumbler loadout on it, which are the doors, the cannons, and the extra right here. So, and those are for other weapons you want to get from Gridiron to modify that. If you want to take doors off, put these here, put other weapons in there, and you're gold. Yeah, like I can say, like I said, you can put these behind the footrests or the whatever these are called in there. You can have them out. But that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe so you can see all the other reviews, overviews, and what I think's on stuff I get from Gridiron, from Marvel Legends, from G.I. Joe Classified, from McFarlane, all kinds of other accessories. But yeah, that's it. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace out. Take care.